The noble humans of Stormwind are a proud, tenacious race. Though the recent invasion of the demonic Burning Legion decimated their sister kingdom of Lordaeron, the defenders of Stormwind stand vigilant against any who would threaten the sanctity of their lands. Nestled in the foothills of Elwyn Forest, Stormwind City is one of the last bastions of human power in the world. Ruled by the Child King Anduin Wrynn, the people of Stormwind remain steadfast in their commitment to the Grand Alliance. Backed by their stalwart allies, the armies of Stormwind have been called away to fight the savage horde on distant battlefields. With the armies gone, the defense of Stormwind now falls to its proud citizens. You must defend the kingdom against the foul mongrels that encroach upon it, and hunt down the subversive traitors who seek to destroy it from within. Now is the time for heroes. Now humanity's greatest chapter can be told.
Oh, hey there guys, Irrelevus here. So there's a few things we need to cover for this. First of all, I wasn't sure if MMOs would really fit my channel, sort of what I'm going for. But then I kind of realized, you know what, it is my channel. So I might as well play games that I want to play. As for World of Warcraft, so this is a game that I have played over the years on and off, and specifically I have played this version of World of Warcraft, which is Wrath of the Lich King, the second expansion. Now, this is not Blizzard. This is in fact a private server. I'm not going to give any names or anything like that. I don't know how the legality is surrounding these things. Suffice to say that this is my own copy that I have altered to some degree. You will notice that so this is vanilla Wrath of the Lich King, if you will. So it doesn't have the classic WoW treatment of the current Wrath of the Lich King that's going around. But you will notice that the models do look a lot higher quality. And that is due to various HD packs and things like that I've added to make the game look a bit better. Now, I've played this game over the years. I love this game quite a bit. But I figured we would try and look into it coming as a new player. So this is part of my series of Is This Just My Nostalgia? I'm going to try and play this as authentically as possible as someone who doesn't know what they're doing. So in order to do that, I've turned off all my add-ons. This is completely vanilla. The only thing that I've done is I have added, I've made the UI slightly smaller, and obviously I've added these HD patches, but I have not, I'm not using any kind of add-ons. So there's no map, no quest, help, nothing. I've also chosen to play as a race that I don't usually play, which is the human. I do not usually play as a human, so I don't really know these areas. I don't usually play Alliance in general. I'm usually the thing with fantasy games, I don't like playing as a human because I already am a human, so I tend to play as anything other than a human, which is usually some form of elf. So either a night elf or a blood elf is usually my go-to. But another thing is I don't really play warlocks, which is the class that I've chosen to play as. I have once upon a time played a warlock, but I basically have no idea what I'm doing. So this should give us some form of, is this just nostalgia? Is this game good? Is it really boring? I'm imagining it probably is pretty boring early on. We will see.
Hello.
So let's get started. Hello there, Warlock. Normally I'd be on the beat looking after the folk of Stormwind, but a lot of the Stormwind guards are fighting in the other lands. So here I am, deputized and offering bounties when I'd rather be on patrol. A threat within. I hope you strapped your belt on tight, young Warlock, because there's work to do here in Northshire. And I don't mean farming. The Stormwind guards are hard-pressed to keep the peace here, with so many of us in distant lands, and so many threats pressing close. And so we're enlisting the aid of anyone willing to defend their home, and their alliance. If you're here to answer the call, then speak with my superior, Marshal McBride. He's inside the abbey behind me.
See you around.
See you around, Deputy Willem. Is that quest behind me just... Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to turn... Yeah, I'm going to keep those off. So I've got the nameplates turned off. It just looks a bit nicer, I find. Anyway, so yeah, so we're right-clicking for quests. I mean, I'm not going to pretend like I don't know how to play. But I am going to just... Yeah, I'm not going to use any resources. I've got no money. I've got no nothing. I've got no gear that's going to help me level up faster. We're just going for the complete raw experience. What I will try and do, though, is to leave global chat so we don't have that popping off the whole time. Okay.
Greetings.
Hey, citizen, you look like a stout one. We guards are spread a little thin out here. I could use your help. Ah, good. Another volunteer. We're getting a lot of you these days. I hope it's enough. The human lands are threatened from without, and so many of our forces have been marshaled abroad. This in turn leaves room for corrupt and lawless groups to thrive within our borders. It is a many-fronted battle we wage, Isidore. Gird yourself for a long campaign. Your first task is one of cleansing, Isidore. A clan of kobolds have infested the woods to the north. Go there and fight the kobold vermin you find, reducing their numbers so that we may one day drive them from Northshire.
For the Alliance.
Alright, for the Alliance. Let's go. Now I do have some spells. I've got my Shadow Bolt, my main attack, and Demon Skin. Increases armor by 90, increasing the amount of health generated through spells and effects. Sounds like that's worth just having on. Removes all movement impairing effects on all effects which cause... Oh, that's my human racial ability. Okay. We don't have any money, so there's nothing we can do there. Deputy Willem has got something more for us. Zoom that out.
Hey there.
Egan Peltskinner is looking for someone to hunt diseased wolves for him. That's good news because we're seeing a lot more diseased wolves in Northshire Valley lately. If you're interested, speak with Egan. He's around the side of the abbey to the left.
Safe travels.
Okay. This is also a... I did not know that the bell rang.
How are you?
That's true. I'm looking for someone to hunt me some wolves. Are you that person? Whatever is affecting these wolves isn't going away. Each day that passes brings forth more sick wolves. It pains me to ask anyone to kill nature's beasts, but we must destroy the diseased young wolves before this little outbreak turns into an epidemic. Kill diseased young wolves in the valley and bring me their diseased wolf pelts as proof of your deed.
Have a good one.
Kind of sounds like a bad idea to bring diseased pelts over. I mean, if they're diseased, surely we should be burning them, but anyway. What I was trying to say is that this is a one-times server. So a lot of private servers will have like increased experience gain, for instance. This is not one of those. We are playing 100% as Blizzard intended. I might turn down those sound effects a little bit. They're a bit loud. Alright. Well, so far so simple. What other quests did we have? Kobolds. Where are the kobolds? They're the kobolds. Why is there a level 21 human mage here? Interesting. Anyway. I will say, even though I have basically no nostalgia for this particular zone, the music just gets me. You know what? Let's turn you down a bit more. Turn you up a bit. Just because we can. she doing? Whoa, we leveled up. We picked up some armor that we can't wear. Very nice. I must say it feels very weird. I'm used to having quest objectives that would update in real time. Actually, isn't there a... because there isn't objectives. What if we do like that? Automatic quest tracking. Quest progress update? What does that do? I don't know what that does, if anything. I've never actually had a look at any of those. Oh, nice. Okay. So that is built in. I genuinely did not know that. So we can follow that. I will say though, right off the bat, this is gonna be a grind. Which, I mean, I suppose it was when I, first started playing as well, so that's nothing new. Question is it worth the grind? The other question, I suppose, is it worth playing this over, getting a subscription and playing the legit version? That's something that you will have to answer for yourself. I cannot help you there. I can give my suggestion or my recommendation, if you will, which is that I prefer this because, I don't know, I did play World of Warcraft properly, if you will, after Legion came out. And I, got to experience everything that I had sort of missed out on, and I didn't feel like I missed out on anything, to be perfectly honest. Like, nothing that was added felt particularly groundbreaking or like, whoa, I really needed, like, that was amazing. I totally needed that. Get some health potions, why not? I'm just imagining that once we get to a point where our mana doesn't just instantly refill, it's going to slow down a lot without having to take breaks, drink some water, stuff like that. But we'll get there when we get there. Nice, okay. There's a new quest, but let's kill the kobolds first. But yeah, so personally, I prefer this. I'll be honest. I really like Wrath of the Lich King. There are multiple reasons. Like, oh sorry, I killed a worker, not a vermin. I need to kill vermin. My apologies. One of these sort of issues that I have with the more modern WoW, and it's one of the things that they then did almost immediately, was to bring the level down from, what did it get up to, like 120 or something, and they brought it right back down again. And the reason they brought it back down is the same reason why I prefer Wrath of the Lich King, because everything is manageable. Level 80 feels attainable. Level 100 and something, and increasing with each expansion, is silly and ridiculous. I also find that, when you get to like level 100, well, back in the day when you got to like level 100, you would get armor pieces that were like plus 2,000 extra strength or whatever, which is just ridiculous amounts of like, the stats just become ridiculous. Whereas here, it's like a couple hundred, which is a lot more, like, I don't want to say realistic, but it's a lot more like reasonable. So yeah, if you've never played WoW before, I almost want to say that I would recommend this. Although it will be harder to get into because it doesn't have any like hand-holding, basically. Okay, again, I know what I'm doing. I'm still trying to like experience it as simply as possible, but if you've never played this before, I probably look like I know exactly where I'm going and what I'm doing. But it's just muscle memory of that's just how WoW is. I suppose most MMOs. I mean, it's the same for Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's the same for EverQuest, things like that. 'Twas a grim task, friend, but you held up your part of the bargain. I have some things here you might want. Take your pick. I will take the soft fur-lined shoes.
See you later.
Give me some shoe. Wait. Frayed robes. I have 3, and that has got 8 armor, so that's better. And pants, we have 2 armor, and that is 4, so we'll take those. And then we've got a little flimsy chain cloak. Very cute. We probably better go and sell before we do anything else, because we are pretty full on stuff. I guess I'll hang on to the water just in case. Just gonna do that for now. I'm gonna need a more of a hot bar at some point, but we're not gonna worry about that just yet.
Need something?
Brotherhood of Thieves. Recently, a new group of thieves has been hanging around Northshire. They call themselves the Defias Brotherhood, and have been seen across the river to the east. I don't know what they're up to, but I'm sure it's not good. Bring me the bandanas they wear, and I'll reward you with a weapon.
Have a good one.
Okay.
Light be with you.
There's such beautiful music in this game, man. God damn. Well done, citizen. Those kobolds are thieves and cowards, but in large numbers they pose a threat to us, and the humans of Stormwind do not need another threat. For defeating them, you have my gratitude.
Be careful.
Isidore, my scouts tell me that the kobold infestation is larger than we had thought. A group of kobold workers has camped near the Echo Ridge Mountain to the north. Go to the mine and remove them. We know there are at least 8. Kill them. See if there are more, then report back to me. Alright. I was asked to bring this to your attention as soon as you returned from the Kobold camps, Isidore. It appears to be a letter sealed with the insignia of Drusilla, one of our local trainers. I wouldn't hesitate to read it before you go about any other business here in the Abbey.
Go with honor, friend.
Okay. Too often, people like the followers of the Holy Light scare those curious about true power into thinking they cannot investigate any form of the arcane. Not all things from outside this world are evil. Not all entities seek to dominate or subjugate others. If you are powerful enough, those same entities can become the followers. This is something I would like to discuss more with you. Seek me out in the graveyard on the right side of the Abbey. Drusilla LaSalle, Warlock Trainer. Well, let's go have a chat with Drusilla. A demon trainer? Is that a thing? I don't recognize that at all.
Hey there.
Tainted letter. Ah, so you have arrived. And not a moment too soon, Isidore. Some of the guards were over here a moment ago and were giving me curious looks. Pathetic mundanes. Ooh, okay. As you grow in power, you will be tempted. You must always remember to control yourself. I will not lie. Corruption can come to any practitioner of the arcane, especially one who deals with creatures from the twisting nether. Be patient and be prudent, but do not let that repress your ambition. As you grow more powerful, return to me, and I will teach you more about our ways.
Have a good one.
Is there anything that we can learn right now? Ooh, summon imp. Am I not supposed to do a quest for that, though? Do I just train that? It feels wrong somehow.
See you around.
I guess we just train that then. I don't know. I've got the money for it.
Farewell.
Sweet. Summon him. At level 3? That just, it seems too early. But like I said, we're trying to play like someone who's not played this before. I'm trying to get the full experience, and if this was my first time playing and I had the money to buy the spell, I would buy the spell. So we've bought the spell. If that is a quest and we weren't actually supposed to do that, that's going to be on design. That's going to be an issue. Alright, let's kill some Defias thugs. What do we pick up? We got Immolate. Burns the enemy for 9 to 10 fire damage and then an additional 20 fire damage over 15 seconds. Okay. And is that like a ball that fires? No. Okay. Why is my pet not attacking? Aha! It is on passive. Go ahead and be defensive. Thank you. And we recast Demon Skin. So that's like one of the things that should probably not happen. Because if you're starting out, you would not know what any of this means. But I guess the default is passive so that it doesn't screw you over by mistake, so... And you have Firebolt, deals 6 to 9 fire damage to target. Okay. So let's do that, and then we'll do that, and then we'll do that. So we've got that burning damage. I can't tell if this is going faster or not, but anyway. So by the time the Shadow Bolt actually hits and does damage, we've almost finished casting Immolate. That's pretty cool. Well, that was quick. And that was a level 4 as well. Alright, we're getting somewhere, I
can't cast that yet.
Okay, we're still gotta go kill some kobold warriors as well. I think this is what I was worried about when it comes to an MMO. Why I wondered if it would really fit. I feel like you have to have a whole different kind of playing when you're playing an MMO. In terms of recording it, I mean. Like I don't really have anything to say as such. I'm really sort of struggling to make conversation because it is just. I'm not being introduced to new mechanics. Oh, there, I've just run out of mana, so that's not great. But it's not like constantly new mechanics being added. It's a lot of grinding in order to get to a certain point. Which is fine, I mean that is what an MMO is, but it doesn't translate very well as a video. But I still think it's worth looking at. I mean, like I said, I really like this game. I think, so long as you know what an MMO is, what you're getting yourself into, in terms of the grind as such.
What can I do for you?
I really still think that this does hold up. Have you gathered those bandanas for me? Yes, I have. Back with some bandanas, I see. The Stormont army appreciates your help. I'll take that malicious staff, please.
See you around.
Go. Bounty on Garrick Padfoot. Garrick Padfoot, a cutthroat who's plagued our farmers and merchants for weeks, was seen at a shack near the vineyards, which lies east of the abbey and across the bridge. Bring me the villain's head and earn his bounty. But be wary, Isidore. Garrick has gathered a gang of thugs around him. He will not be an easy man to reach.
Safe travel.
Okay. Millie Osworth. You've shown yourself a dependable warlock, Isidore. Dependable and not afraid to get your hands dirty, eh? I have a friend, Millie Osworth, who's in some trouble. She's over with her wagon on the other side of the abbey, near the stable. I'm sure she could use a pair of hands like yours.
See you later.
Okay. Sounds a little bit sketchy, but I'm sure he wouldn't be telling us to do anything illegal. Was Egan Peltskinner? Was it Molly or... No, what was it? Oh, something. Millie. Millie Osworth. Oh, Deputy Willem told you to speak with me. He's a brave man, and always willing to help. But his duties keep him stuck at Northshire Abbey, and I'm afraid the problem I have today is beyond him. Perhaps you can help. That seems to be the problem, ma'am. A gang of brigands, the Defias, moved into the Northshire vineyards while I was harvesting. I reported it to the Northshire guards, and they assured me that they'd take care of things, but I'm afraid for my crop of grapes. If the Defias don't steal them, then I fear our guards will trample them when they chase away the thugs. Please, you must help me. I gathered most of my grapes into buckets, but I left them in the vineyards to the southeast. Bring me those buckets. Save my harvest.
Have a good one.
And I'm just thinking of... oh, there's some co-op workers. I'm just thinking of Mountain Blade Warband, if you've ever played that. One of the famous meme lines is, "It's almost harvesting season." That's a great game. Actually, I should play Warband again. Oh man, that's been years since I thought of that. I played Mountain Blade Bannerlord fairly recently. I haven't touched Warband in a while. Oh, I could make another video about that. See if it's just nostalgia that makes me think that game's good. Or if it holds up. So I think, does this use quite a bit of mana? 17 versus 10. Okay, it does use more mana than the Shadow Bolt. Almost double, in fact. But it's also not that much. But somehow with all these spells, we really do run out of mana quite quickly. Well, 3 more. This is going much quicker now. Of course, as soon as we need to sit down and actually drink, it's going to slow everything down again. But at least for now.
I can't cast that yet.
We need one more worker. I want to just kind of finish that off. But it looks like someone has genocided them all. Good lord. Oh, there's one.
I'm out of
Perfect.
money. That's still recharging.
Alright. That's all the workers. Gotta say, I think the HD patches that I'm using, they really do add to it. I feel like this is what the game looked like in my head when I played it as a kid. This is what I saw. And it's nice that the game is caught up with what I remember. Okay, we don't need to kill any of them. We've got to get Millie's Harvest in the vineyards. And then we've got to get to Garrick Padfoot. I do find it quite interesting, though, that these starting areas are all completely neutral. That's one of the things that I've always found interesting about World of Warcraft. Because, you know, once you leave this area, you'll have some neutral enemies, some hostile, might be some friendlies as well. But in these starting areas, everyone is neutral, even though you're supposed to be fighting them. Now, I do get it, especially with all of these enemies in such like small space. If you pull one, you're going to pull all of them. And that's what happens later on in the game, and you get overwhelmed. But it just, I feel like it is weird. I don't know if that's the best way that you could have done that. I feel like if you just space them out a little bit more, make them hostile, But hey, it is what it is. Because, like, right now, I'm pretty sure... Damn it. So he's got the full leveling outfit. He knows what he's doing. Man's a professional. Anyway, what the point I was trying to make is that we could have just, which is what he did as well, you can just go straight away and attack Garrick. Whereas, and this is essentially my point, is the whole conversation that we had is, be wary, he has gathered a gang of thieves around him, he will not be an easy man to reach. But he is. We just walked straight over and we could literally just kill him without having to face any enemies. So like, it's one thing to have some enemies be neutral here, but surely once you get to him, he should be surrounded by a bunch of actually hostile enemies as such. But hey, what do I know? Got all those. Okay, I've got your wine for you. Oh, thank you, Isidore. You saved my harvest. And I hope you showed a few of those defiers that they can't cause trouble around here. We might be short on guard these days, guards, but we're lucky to have heroes like you to protect us.
Safe travels.
Now that my crop is saved, take this grape manifest to Brother Niels. He manages the store of food and drink in Northshire, and I'm sure he'll be delighted to hear that he has fresh grapes. You'll find Brother Niels in the Abbey in the Bell Tower, where he likes to taste his wine.
See you later.
Why is the wine in the bell tower and not in the cellar, though? It's called a wine cellar, not a wine bell tower. Anyway. To each his own, I guess. If you want to put it in a tower, all power to you. Or we get to hear the cool church music again.
Well met.
I don't like hearing of all these kobolds in our mine. No good can come of this. Here, take this as payment, and when you're ready, speak to me again. I would like you to go back to the mines one more time. Your previous investigations are proof that Echo Ridge Mine needs purging. Return to the mine and help clear it of kobolds. Waste no time, Isidore. The longer the kobolds are left unmolested in the mine, the deeper a foothold they gain in Northshire. So Marshal McBride wants me to go and molest the kobolds. You all heard it. I didn't say it. He said it. He said we need to go and molest them. Bell Tower. Warrior, Paladin. Doesn't look like it. And he stares up here. This has got to be it. Yeah. Still find it weird that I've got an imp already. It feels wrong somehow. Aha! Brother Niels. You look to be in fine spirits. Come, have a seat and have a drink. Let's see here. Oh my! Millie's grapes have been saved! When she told me that brigands overran her vineyards, I nearly despaired, but my faith in the light did not waver. And through your bravery, we now have grapes for more wine. May the light bless you, Isidore, and keep you safe. I guess we'll take the wine-stained cloak. Oh, my inventory's full. Ah, bugger. Can we equip anything? No, we cannot. In that case, I guess we can... I will get rid of the chain belt. Grab that.
Have a good one.
Ooh. You know what? I think I prefer the other one. Yeah. It's the same amount of armor, so... Oh, what's this? Blood Pact. Increases party and raid members' health by 20. Ooh, when did that happen? I guess when I leveled up to level 4? But yeah, speaking of which, we should probably go and sell. So we can empty out the contents of our bag. Oh wait, that was the militia quarterstaff. Isn't that what I'm supposed to be using? Yes. Haha. Alright, Garrick's Head. Let's head back over there. He should have respawned by now. Unless someone else has killed him in the interim. Ooh, griffins. That's cool. I really do like that the cinematic actually takes place like in the real world, so you can see other people. Like when you go over the bridge, you can see people crossing the bridge. You can see everyone standing around here. The flight master, the griffins that flew past, they're traveling from wherever. They are physically in the world and flying past. Like you can actually see them go by. And if you are on the griffin, obviously you can see. You actually travel across the entire world. It makes the world feel lived in, and it makes it feel big. Alright, there he is. No! Can we invite you to a group? Please. Please. Not again. Oh wow, really? Wow. They declined. Wow. Nah, I'm not gonna do anything. That is next level. So rude. So rude. I guess we are gonna have to just wait around here for this guy to come back. That's the problem with games like this, though, is that you're always gonna be faced with people that they're gonna be rude. But you'll also find people that are very helpful, friendly. You'll find people that'll beg you for money. We've all done it. It happens. It's the early days. Actually,
How does a Tauren hide in a cherry tree? He paints his hooves red. I can't cast that yet.
hilarious. Well, that was quick. We have his head. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. I suppose we might as well go hand that in first. And then head up to the mine. Or should we... Well, we're right here now. I gotta say that while I'm playing this, although nothing's really happening, I'm smiling. I was like, this feels like home.
What can I do for you?
Did you find Garrick's shack? Are we finally free of that villain? Ha! You caught him! You've done Elwyn a great service and earned a nice bounty. What does that look like? No, absolutely not. Okay, we'll take the tapered pants then. Thank you. See you later. Alright, time to get into the mines.
What can I help you with?
Just buy my trash, please. Thank you. Alright, this time we're actually going into the mines. Last time the guy just kind of thought that we went to the mines, but we didn't actually. We were just killing the workers that were outside. I know the music is looping, but my god, is it beautiful. The ambience, the birds and the trees. Whoa, those are some crazy horns. Oh, they are wearing little skull helmets. And so these guys have got like moose helmets. How cute. No kill me, no kill me. It's time for you to die. no take candle. Did he have a candle? He did. Oh my god, we took his candle. He told us not to, but we did it anyway. Typical main character syndrome. Just two more. And we're just about out of mana too. Perfect timing. And we're out. Nice. Okay. Ooh, I just realized once we're done here, we're gonna head to Goldshire, where all the role-playing servers congregate. God, I remember all the stories. I've never actually been part of any of that. If you don't know anything about World of Warcraft and you don't know anything about what Goldshire is, it's essentially a little village that we're going to get to in a moment. It's just all howled in sync. It's famous for being a place. Oh wait, there's a. I can wear those. For being a place that people congregate. When they roleplay, they all gather in Goldshire and roleplay as characters.
Need help?
You look like a star. Once again, you've earned my respect and the gratitude of Stormwind Army. There may yet be kobolds in the mine, but I will marshal others against them. We have further tasks for you. Oh, damn it. And there's fucking gloves that are better. Nice, okay.
What can I do for you?
I could have just sold them. Isidore, you are a warlock with proven interest in the security of Northshire. You are now tasked with the protection of the surrounding Elwyn Forest. If you accept this duty, then I have prepared papers that must be delivered to Marshal Dugan in Goldshire. Goldshire lies along the southern road past the border gates.
Be careful.
I accept. So long, Marshal McBride. Let's talk to our trainer quickly. Our level 5, we might have some more things.
What can I do for you?
I'm interested in warlock training. Corruption and Curse of Weakness. Corrupt the targets, causing 40 shadow damage over 12 seconds. That's pretty good. Target's melee attack power is reduced by 21. Armor is reduced by 5 for 2 minutes. Only one curse per warlock can be active on any one target. Okay.
Safe travels.
Ooh, they're both instant casts. That's interesting. Let's do it like that. So if I cast that, then that, then that. That should be a pretty good combo. So we're heading to Goldshire, just down there. And we're finally going to grab this quest, which has been available since the beginning for some reason. I would have thought that this quest would have a quest, like a level restriction, but apparently not.
You need something?
Every adventurer should rest when exhaustion sets in, and there's no finer place to get rest and relaxation than at the Lion's Pride Inn. My best friend, innkeeper Farley, runs the Lion's Pride. If you tell him I sent you, he may give you the special discounted rates on food and drink. To find the Lion's Pride Inn, travel south along the road from here. You can't miss it.
Safe travel.
Alright, sounds good. This just makes me miss the elf zones. I think most people that have played World of Warcraft, this is probably the nostalgia that you remember. For me, it's the what's it called? Eversong Woods, which are slightly different looking trees. And by slightly, I mean very different looking trees, almost alien by comparison. Oh, we're hitting Goldshire. Yeah, the music kicks in again. Got some mangy wolves. But I think, rather than draw this out too much, I think we will end it here in the Lion's Pride Inn. Rest and relaxation for the tired and cold. That's our motto. Please take a seat by the fire and rest your weary bones. Would you like to try sampling some of our fine food and drink? So I'll take some spring water, thank you. General supplies, you can sell that. Ooh, we can learn cooking. What else is there? Oh, hello. Ooh, the music just turned terrifying.
Can I help you? Have a good one.
Okay. So the warlock and the demon trainer are just chilling underneath the kitchen. That's fine. What else do we got? What's upstairs? Wait, who are you? You're just an assistant innkeeper. Very good. Mage trainer. Makes sense. Physician? It's a physician. Is that... Oh, first aid, of course. Priest trainer. Rogue trainer. Why is the rogue out here and not like down in the cellar with the warlock trainer? Isn't that at like a similar level? I would think so. Anyway. Oh, there's a quest in here. William Pestle.
Good day to you.
Ah, cobalt candles. Yeah, hello, good sir. Do you have a moment? My brother and I run an apothecary in the Stormwind, and I'm here to gather large candles for their wax. Can you help me? You can get large candles from kobolds, and I hear rumors that kobolds are infesting the Elwyn mines, the Fargo Deep mine to the south, and Jasperlode mine to the east. I suggest looking for candles in one of those places.
Have a good one.
Yeah, sure. I can get you some candles. Let's do a quick exploration of Goldshire, just because we can. There was a building over there. What is that building? So, can anyone in the comments explain to me why Goldshire became the home of role-playing? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, it's just kind of... It's okay. Leatherworking, skinning. Oh, we got some children. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Huh. That's, the music combined with this here pattern, it's, that's a bit demonic. Bunch of kids doing some sort of demonic ritual. That's cool. Let's not worry about that. Ooh, fishing trainer. Nice. What's that? A water barrel. Nice. I'll take that. Okay. And then back in the more in the middle of town, there's a looks like a blacksmith over there. And is that it? Really? Huh. So wait a minute. When it comes to role-playing, is it basically just the inn? Is that a blood elf? What is a blood elf in what definitely is not high-level gear doing in Goldshire? That's fascinating. But yeah, this is a blacksmith, and there's nothing else here. So it's just the Goldshire Inn, I guess. It's literally just this one building. I thought it was like an actual little I don't know. I only really know it from the stories. I mean, obviously I've been here before, but it's just been a while. But I've heard so many crazy stories about the Goldshire Inn, and looks like it's kind of just this. Okay. Well, on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.